Yes, welcome to Champaign, man. What's this first transition been like for you so far?
Oh, it's been great. I've been around this place a lot, growing up and things like that. So, I've enjoyed the transition. Been great meeting the guys, being around the coaches, just being in the new facility, watching tape, understanding the new offense. So, I've loved it. It's been great.
What went into the process to land here for you? What were you looking for in the portal, and why was Illinois the fit for you?
Yeah, I was just looking for an opportunity to compete. Going in, talking with coaches, going through the process, just wanted an opportunity to compete. Be the best that I can be every day. And Illinois obviously was, this was a football decision for me, but Illinois obviously brought a lot of family ties outside of that. And what Coach B's done, and with Coach Lunny, it was just a great opportunity. And I'm just excited to be here.
John, what did you learn at Ball State where you were kind of just sitting back and watching? I know you probably wanted to get out there and play. But what did you learn in that whole experience?
Yeah. Oh, geez. Great experience. I think the whole process with college football, I hope a lot of other guys feel this way, but it provides a lot of perspective just on life, life lessons and life goals and things like that. So, having to sit for a while at Ball State, I was really able to find my identity and other things outside of football. A lot of times players get categorized as just football players, and they're seen that way and viewed that way. And, we're people too. And, we have other goals, aspirations, dreams, hobbies, things like that. So, kind of being able to find myself in that way, just outside of football, was really good for me and provided me great perspective with everything.
Just for clarification, the family line, John Wright Jr. is your
uncle. Even though we do look alike.
Yeah, and then senior would be your
my grandfather, and then my great grandfather,
okay.
Bob Wright. Yeah.
And then you're coming into the quarterback room with more college starts than anybody. What do you think that can mean for your role in the room?
Yeah, I'm hoping to provide, an extra edge to the room to bump up all the competition. Iron sharpens iron. So I think we're all pushing each other right now and learning off each other. And Art, who's a student assistant now, is doing a phenomenal job. And I've been able to meet all the guys, have a group chat and being able to bounce ideas off each other and just overall grow the intelligence, the effectiveness, and the performance of the room. I think is something that I can bring. And I'm just excited to be here.
You kind of talk about finding yourself and finding new hobbies. What were some of those hobbies that you kind of landed on during that time at Ball State?
Nothing specifically. I was just talking in general, just, having your identity outside of football.
I guess when you were talking to Brett and Barry, what kind of opportunity did they kind of convey to you that you kind of had here when you were in the portal?
Obviously, I've never asked for any guarantees, never will, and, I don't think any player should. A spot's never guaranteed or anything like that, and, just the conversations with them were, hey, there's an opportunity here for you. We're not 100% sure what that's going to look like. There's going to be competition, and I was like, bring it on, let's go. So I just knew there was going to be an opportunity to compete in some capacity, and being able to be a part of this team and around this group was an opportunity that I didn't want to pass up.
Have you been able to compartmentalize any familiarity with what you ran last year at Ball State with what they're asking you to do here?
For sure. It's definitely a translation game. So there's a lot of similar concepts that bounce around from different offense to offense. Protection, run game. It's kind of all tied together in the whole offensive scheme. When you're talking pro style. And so I've been able to kind of pick it up fairly quickly and kind of just translate and this is that and this is what it's called here, and being able to bounce that kind of helps me understand it better. But it's been a nice process so far. So I'm going to keep working hard and be able to master as much as possible.
You could have gone back to Ball State, right? So, how hard was that decision here or there?
It was hard. It was a hard decision. I love Ball State. Got nothing but love for that place. Those coaches know that, and I know how they feel about me, and there's no bad blood there. It's kind of I've been there for 5 years. I feel like I've upheld my commitment to that university, and it was definitely a tough decision to leave, but I was excited for a fresh start and a new journey. So that's kind of what went into it.
What's your first memory of going to a game here? How far back? When's the first time you were there for a game?
First memory.
Something
that sticks out was so I'm from about 25 minutes outside of Detroit, Bloomfield Hills. So we would go to the Ann Arbor for Michigan Illinois games, and I remember Juice Williams dicing up the Wolverines, pretty good. That was I think 2007 or something like that. It was like the greatest day as an Illinois fan going there. So that was a fun time.
So as a legacy guy, is it no-brainer? You needed to do your homework and make sure this would be a good fit for you.
Yeah.
When you decided to transfer here.
Yeah. I definitely, I thought it was a really good opportunity, and I thought it was going to be a good fit for a multitude of reasons, just with the offensive style being similar to something that I was familiar with in college, and just knowing how my conversation with Coach Lunny and how he approached the position and things like that, and then obviously being familiar with the area and having family not too far and being in the Midwest were kind of some of the factors that went into it.
You talked about the competition. Obviously, they added Luke this offseason as well. How can that make you two better? Just having that competition with each other and just someone to bounce ideas and thoughts off of.
Yeah, no, I think competition breeds successful people in many capacities. If you win the job or lose the job, there's great lessons learned from it. So I think it's going to be a type of thing where we're going to be able to push each other, and that's for everybody in the room. There's no starter at this point. No one's been named a starter. There's no real depth chart, so everyone's got an opportunity to compete top to bottom. It's not just a 2-man, 3-man, 4-man race, if you what have you. But yeah, like I said earlier, iron sharpens iron, and I think competition is only going to breed success for this team and for our quarterback room specifically.
Are you able to say who else you were looking at when you were in the portal? What other schools you kind of talked with or looked into?
Yeah, don't really want to go into that much. I'm here at Illinois now, and I'm pumped to be here.
Talked about Juice Williams Washington going up. What's it going to be like in a couple months when you put on that same jersey?
It's going to be special. It's going to be really special. I'm looking forward to it, but there's a lot of work going in right now that we're gearing up for, and I'm just worried about one day at a time, and worried about having the best possible mobility and strength session that I can tomorrow, and things yoga we have, and that's my main focus and finishing out the day today. But I'm very excited.
Your story seems unique in the sense that a lot of guys after a couple of years not playing would have just bolted, and you obviously had the option to do that at Ball State.
Yeah.
What would be your perspective on kind of sticking it out and then in your 5th year getting to start 12 games in that FBS program?
Yeah. What I'll say is the locker room and the people in Muncie and at Ball State and the relationships I developed, I wasn't going to walk away with those for reasons of not playing and not contributing necessarily how I wanted to, but I was able to contribute in other ways, and I think if you ask people around the program, I think they would say the same thing of being a guy in the locker room, people who go to, helping out younger guys, and just kind of consuming my role in any possible way I could. Definitely were tough nights and mornings when I would wake up and be like, maybe I should jump ship, maybe I should go somewhere else. But at the end of the day, that was home, and I wanted to stay true to my commitment, and I just loved the people around there and the relationships I developed, and it wasn't something that I wanted to walk away from.
The obvious follow-up is, was that something presented to you by Coach B or some other coaches that you could provide to that quarterback room and that locker room when you get here?
Not specific conversations. I mean, I think that, one of my gifts and abilities is being able to develop relationships quickly and, being able to help lead people and whatever goals they have and doing it the right way. And not every guy's going to respond to something that's the same way. You gotta be able to adapt in how you process with certain players. But nothing specifically, but I find that to be one of my strengths.
Is there any one or two things that sold you on Coach B? And obviously the family ties here, right?
Yeah.
But what are the one or two things that a conversation or an interaction with him or Coach Lunny that really sold you on coming here and trying your hand here?
Well, obviously I've kind of always followed the program from a distance, through high school, through college, just to see how things are doing, just because there's a lot of people around my family that are very invested. And just things that Coach B has done in the past couple of years, just everything that he's preached to me about, having a great environment, a great culture, a great locker room, which has all been 100% true so far. I just think it was a great scenario for my last year of ball, and kind of can't really think of anything super specific in a conversation, but the culture's phenomenal, and obviously our motto with the family and the ILL, and I love that, and I truly think it's a brotherhood around here, and so that was kind of one of the main drivers for me.
What's the school part for you here? What are you going to be doing this semester, next semester?
Yep. So I'm just doing a year of school. It's a certificate type program. I think in the communications school, and so that's my plan for this
What's your
next
degree
year.
in?
I got a degree from the business school at Ball State,
Okay.
Miller College of Business, in professional selling.
So was this something you wanted to do wherever you went to? Were you going to continue with school?
Yes, I wanted to continue school and continue my education as well. Obviously, I'm getting on a lot of years of eligibility, so there's only so much school we got left. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to continue learning for the academic piece as well.
Your grandpa and uncle have set a high bar academically, obviously, because of what they did.
Yes.
There's a little pressure there, family pressure. Hey, gotta keep it going, that thing, or no?
I mean, there's no family pressure.
Okay.
You know, I just have such a great support system around me, and I'm blessed that they were in a similar situation with me, so I can go to them if I need help with anything. But there's no pressure.
Growing up, was there a bunch of Illinois stuff around your house? You know, gear and
Yes.
shirts and that.
Yes.
Really, I like Claire.
Yeah, it was. Yes, I watched every single game as a kid.
What's
Next time you've been at Grandpa's property over there in St. Joe?
I mean, I'm out there, once or twice a week, so I'm out there getting them out.
Take the team that's out there.
Hopefully, we can set something up like that. I
They
definitely think
used to
so.
have a summer. They used to have practice.
They
there
did.
anywhere.
They did.
I don't know if
used
they
to.
can do that again, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have to talk with some compliance. I don't want to say anything too soon. I don't want to. But hopefully, something like that could get set up. That'd be awesome.
What's the process? You just acclimate to a new locker room of guys. I'm guessing you probably didn't know anyone in the locker room. Did you know anyone from before?
I mean, you make connections pretty quick just with, we had guys from Chicago on Ball State, and so you're like, oh, I played with him in high school. I played with him in high school. So it's pretty easy to kind of see the networking happen quickly. But I think every day you got to earn it, and when they see you working hard and they see that you care, that you're putting in the hours and want to be here, and you just can't be shy, and be yourself. And I'm just being me, and I hope guys respond to that. But yeah, I think first and foremost, being able to show them how you work, kind of gaining that respect, for the first week, just put your head down and work, and then obviously getting more vocal as things go on, and being able to show your personality, and guys can gravitate or shy away from that if they want to, just kind of depending. But that's just kind of what I do, and I'm just going to keep being me.
Some people go to the portal maybe looking for a guaranteed, I'm going to be a starter at my next place, and that maybe just the way you talked it, it seemed like that was a priority for you. What were you looking for in that final year of eligibility?
Yeah, like I said, an opportunity to compete. I wanted to go to the highest level, which is the Big Ten, and I'm thrilled to be here. And whatever that opportunity looks like, I'm going to run with it and just be the best that I can be every day.